Hi guys, welcome back to An African Eye. I'm Ash Appleton. In this episode, I'm going to talk about the one thing that you have to get right if you want your space to work. It's a big one, so keep watching. Great interior design is about functional, beautiful spaces that meet the needs of the people who live in them. And that's the question. Does your space meet your needs? Because if it doesn't, nothing you do is going to feel right. So what am I talking about exactly? I mean, we can talk about bringing in new furniture, decorating, beautiful, expensive pieces, pictures, filling our homes with things. But having a home that meets your needs is more than that. One of the universal needs I think we all have, whoever we are, is a home that makes us feel comfortable, secure, safe, cozy. That's what I think is a basic need for everybody. No matter how expensive your home is or how modest it is, it's got to meet these fundamental needs. Because if it doesn't, then what's the point? So that's my sort of challenge. Whatever your situation is, wherever your income level, no matter how much you have to spend, at a basic level, try and create a space that meets your needs. Why is this important? It's important because when you go out there, it's you against the world. You traveling, you're stuck in traffic, you have a demanding job, maybe it's very stressful as well. There are lots of people making demands on you every single day as soon as you leave. Also in your home as well, the same thing, you have people making demands on you. But what I'm saying is, when you go out there, you're out there. But when you're at home, that should be an opportunity for you to block out what's going on outside. That's what I mean about meeting these needs, almost like a cocooning effect. So a lot of people overlook this. And if you overlook this, your home's never going to feel comfortable. You're never going to want to spend a lot of time in it. You're always going to be out and about because you don't feel relaxed in your home. You shouldn't feel stressed when you're in your home. And it doesn't mean that you have to spend money to get this effect. Because a lot of people say, oh, but I can't afford to do this. My neighborhood's not that nice. It's very noisy. My house is very dark. That's true. Of course, people live in homes that they not particularly want to live in, but they have to because of their circumstances. But even if you have these sort of limitations, you can still try and create a space for yourself within that environment that you can sort of retreat into almost. So it could be about just, a corner of the room that you've got one nice picture hanging. There's a candle in the corner. You can read a book. You can even put your earphones on, listen to music, and you have something nice to look at. That's what I mean. You can still do this, no matter how modest your circumstances are. I mean, somebody sent me a message on Instagram and said, hey, I live in one room. What am I supposed to do? I said, but even in one room, you can still make it something that that creates this haven for you. Growing up, I shared a room with my sister my entire life. I never had my own bedroom, but my side of the room was always styled, so to speak, before I even knew what that meant. That means I used to cut out pictures from magazines, stick them up around my bed. I had a nice, one nice cushion on the bed, some stuffed animals, So I'd sit there with my book in that little corner and I'd feel, like I was in my own private space, even though I shared quite a small room with my sister. So this is what I'm trying to talk about. It's trying to evoke a feeling of comfort so that you can feel relaxed and secure. And there's so many ways of doing this. So what I'm trying to say is when you're styling, it's not styling for other people, it's styling for a home that's gonna work for you. So if you're doing it because you want to impress people or you want people to think, wow, this is amazing, it's never gonna feel that right. It's not gonna feel comfortable. So this is the kind of things I want to sort of get back to. It's also about well-being. It's about, being mindful and creating a space that gives you a chance to unwind and relax. You have to feel somewhat relaxed in your environment. Because if you can't relax in your space, where will you relax? Think about it. There's nowhere else. So even if you live with lots of people, and as I said, even if you've got very modest circumstances, just try and carve out a little corner where you can retreat into, put a little floor cushions, maybe 2 floor cushions, something nice to look at, some nice books, some magazines. Make yourself a nice cup of tea, get a nice mug, buy 1 nice mug, brew, and then make a ritual of making yourself a really nice blend or something, herbal drink. Sit there, reflect, read your books. It'll make a huge difference. And if it's noisy, put on your earphones, have some nice relaxing music, shut your eyes. If you can do this even for 15 minutes after a stressful day, you'll be surprised what difference it makes to you and your well-being. So just a thought, because obviously on here, I'm all about styling, I'm all about improving your environment, making your homes nice. But a lot of people tend to equate that with just buying things, collecting things, upgrading, swapping things out. And it's not necessarily about the money you spend, it's about the mood you create. It's about the ambience. It's about what you're doing is going to do for you. So if you're spending loads of money on just buying new things, but you still don't feel relaxed because you haven't created that right kind of ambience, then it's pointless. So in terms of needs, always think about what you're doing to make your home feel like a haven for you in this big world out there. Hope this is helpful. I hope it resonates. Let me know. Are there any rituals, are there any things that you're doing to bring a little bit of this vibe into your home? I'd love to hear about it. Subscribe, tell your friends, drop me a line in the comments, ping the notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes, and I'll see you in the next one.